Hey, Arctic adventurers! Welcome back to Blizzy and Torta's Frosty Tailies. I'm Blizzy, the slickest penguin in the Arctic, and this is my best pal, Torta, the toughest turtle you'll ever meet in these icy lands. Today, we're diving into a mysterious mission that had us sliding, trudging, and even storytelling under the Arctic stars. Picture this, a star-studded night in the Arctic, the aurora shimmering overhead as Blizzy and Torta embark on a journey to uncover the source of strange sounds echoing across the ice. Their quest leads them to an unexpected discovery, bringing a new meaning to friendship and teamwork. Join them as they navigate treacherous ice caves, encounter quirky Arctic characters, and learn the true meaning of camaraderie. It's a story filled with twists and turns, dazzling visuals, and a heartwarming message that will leave you feeling warmer than a cup of hot cocoa on a snowy day. So grab your warmest scarf, snuggle up, and get ready for an enchanting adventure with Blizzy and Torta. Our tale begins with Blizzy and Torta strolling along an ice ridge overlooking the frosty fjord. The Arctic wind nipped at their noses, making them both thankful for their thick coats of blubber and feathers. Suddenly, Blizzy stops, his head cocked to one side. "Did you hear that, Torta?" he asks, his voice barely a whisper over the wind. Torta, with her sharp turtle ears, had already caught the sound. "I did. It sounded like a rumble," she says, her eyes narrowed in thought. "Perhaps it was just the ice shifting," Blizzy suggests, trying to sound reassuring, but he can't help but shiver. The Arctic can be a lonely place, and strange noises always brought the risk of predators lurking nearby. They stand in silence, listening intently, but the only sound is the mournful cry of a distant gull. Just as they begin to relax, the rumble echoes again, louder this time. Blizzy and Torta exchange a worried look. It's time to investigate. Following the sound, they reach an area where the ice sheet has shifted, forming a deep crevasse. Peering over the edge, they see a vast cavern hidden beneath the frozen surface. How are we supposed to get down there? Torta asks, her eyes scanning for a way in. Suddenly, Blizzy spots a narrow opening covered by a thin layer of ice. With a grunt, he waddles over and, using his sharp beak, chips away at the ice, revealing a tunnel just big enough for him to squeeze through. "Go ahead, Blizzy," Torta says, her voice firm with determination. "I'll wait for you here." Blizzy hesitates, but knowing Torta's strength and determination, he trusts her to handle any surprises in the cave. He gives her a reassuring nod and disappears into the tunnel. Inside, the air is still and silent, broken only by the sound of Blizzy's own breathing. As he walks deeper into the cave, he sees a faint glimmer in the distance. Spotting a small opening, he waddles toward it, hoping for a quick exit. But as he rounds a bend, he finds himself in a vast chamber. The glimmer he saw was sunlight filtering through a hole in the ceiling, illuminating a breathtaking sight. Thousands of crystals jut out from the walls and ceiling, sparkling like diamonds in the faint light. In the center of the room, a pool of water shimmers, reflecting the light show above. Blizzy gasps in awe, momentarily forgetting his fear. This underground wonderland is like nothing he's ever seen before. He swims across the pool, marveling at the crystal formations, when he hears a splash. Startled, he whirls around to see a large fish leaping out of the water. The fish, a rare Arctic char, lands on the ice and begins to slide around, its scales flashing in the light. Blizzy knows these fish are prized by Arctic hunters for their unique taste and vibrant colors. Could someone have followed him into the cave? Before he can ponder the thought further, the fish darts back into the water, disappearing into a crevice. Blizzy decides to follow, hoping to find a way out of the cave and maybe catch a glimpse of the fish. Meanwhile, in the entrance tunnel, Torta feels a sudden shift in the ice, causing a small avalanche of snow. Coughing, she pushes aside the debris and rushes to the opening. When she doesn't see Blizzy emerge, she becomes alarmed. "Blizzy," she calls out, her voice echoing through the cavern. Blizzy, where are you?" Receiving no reply, Torta bravely ventures into the tunnel, determined to find her friend. As she navigates the narrow passage, she comes across several obstacles. At first, it's just loose rocks and shifting ice, but as she goes deeper, the space becomes lower, forcing her to hunch forward. Suddenly, the tunnel opens up into a small chamber, and Torta finds herself face to face with a grumpy-looking walrus. The walrus, startled by the intrusion, lets out a loud snort and bark growls, showing off its massive tusks. Torta, though unafraid, knows better than to provoke such a powerful creature. She tries reasoning with the walrus, explaining that she's looking for her friend, Blizzy. The walrus considers this, and after a few moments, it lets out a huff and turns away, indicating for Torta to pass. Relieved, Torta continues deeper into the earth, following the sound of Blizzy's voice. She soon reaches the same chamber where Blizzy encountered the Arctic char. And there, on the edge of the water, she sees him. Blizzy, noticing Torta, quickly explains what he's discovered, including the entrance to an underwater cave hidden behind the cascading water. Without hesitation, Torta wastes no time. She immediately dashes into the water, disappearing beneath the surface. Underwater, the entrance to the cave is concealed by a curtain of water, making it almost invisible. But Torta, with her sharp turtle eyes, spots the opening and swims through. Inside, the cave is surprisingly spacious with high ceilings and smooth, rounded walls. The water is crystal clear, allowing Torta to see a variety of colorful fish darting around her. Suddenly, she notices something peculiar. The water ahead seems to be moving in an unnatural pattern, as if something large was swimming in circles. As she gets closer, she sees a humpback whale trapped in the cave. The whale, disoriented and panicked, is thrashing about, unable to find the exit. Seeing the whale in distress, Torta knows she must help. Remembering the opening she swam through, she swims back, retracing her path until she reaches the spot where the water shifts. With a mighty effort, she swims against the current, reaching the trapped whale. Realizing the danger of the situation, Torta quickly swims around the whale, carefully avoiding its flailing tail and flippers. She nudges the whale, trying to guide it toward the opening, but the enormous creature is too panicked to follow her. Torta takes a deep breath and comes up alongside the whale, speaking in a soothing voice. She reassures the animal that she means it no harm and that she will help it escape the cave. Slowly, the whale calms down, sensing Torta's sincerity. It allows Torta to swim closer, guiding it gently toward the opening. After what seems like an eternity, the whale finally reaches the entrance. With a final burst of energy, it surges forward, breaking through the water and disappearing into the vast ocean. Exhausted but exhilarated, Torta returns to the cave, finding Blizzy waiting anxiously near the pool. Together, they make their way back to the entrance, eager to share their experiences with the others. Back in the open air, Blizzy and Torta are greeted by a crowd of Arctic animals, all gathered to help with the search. Among them are a polar bear, a snowy owl, a walrus, and a pod of beluga, whales. Overjoyed to see them return, the animals shower Blizzy and Torta with thanks and praise for their bravery and quick thinking. With the mission accomplished, the animals begin to disperse, each returning to their daily routines. As Blizzy and Torta watch them go, they feel a deep sense of satisfaction knowing they played a part in saving the humpback whale. Together, they make their way back to the frosty fjord, eager to share their exciting adventure with the rest of the Arctic community. And so, under the shimmering northern lights, Blizzy and Torta return home, their hearts filled with the warmth of friendship and the thrill of a daring rescue mission. And that's the tale of how Blizzy and Torta rescued a trapped whale in the Arctic. If you enjoyed this adventure, don't forget to give us a big thumbs up. And stay tuned for more thrilling stories from the frosty fjord. Until next time, keep exploring, stay curious, and always remember the power of friendship and kindness.